Hello! Hello! Hello, hello. Let me get comfy. I was just doing a hot water bottle because I'm in a lot of pain with my hands because of the cold. So I try to find some warmth. I have actually just ordered myself some heated gloves. That should help. That should massively help. Um, but hello. Hi Fan, hi Leaf. Happy Friday. It feels very weird to be here on a Friday, but I was sat somewhat procrastinating and was thinking, what do I want to do this afternoon? And I was like, you know what I want to do this afternoon? I want to play more Coral Island. So here we are. Here we are. We're going to finish off summer and get autumn underway and see what things we need for the shrines. We have 3 fish left, and I have a feeling I don't think all of them are going to be autumn, but I feel like we'll have some good stuff to tick off. So I'm excited. I am excited. Also, they finally seem, hopefully, I'm not getting too excited yet because of all the issues I've had with my ADHD meds, but I've had an email today to say they've done my prescription, and it looks so far like it's the correct stuff. So fingers crossed, it is the correct stuff. We can hope. Um, let me let me let me get the game. Um, I'm not very prepared because I obviously wasn't expecting to be streaming, but it's fine. I'll actually remember to put the noise on. We are also on the subject of progress and good news. We are 96% of the way to our follower goal, which we're so close. I got a little notification from Twitch being like, almost there, you've got this. And I was like, oh my god, we are almost there. That's exciting. We are very nearly at our 400 followers. Oh, wait, when did we leveled up in diving? We have a skill point available. Nice. A chance to harvest double kelp or forage double items. Help all the way. It's gonna be kelp. The whole reason we go down there. I want to plan today as well. I did not mean to go in here, but that's fine. Let me grab the eggs. Um, I think once we hit winter, we might spend the whole of winter underwater. We are so close to getting all of the artifacts right that I feel that might actually be like a good use of our time. We have 4 left. That's it. So I feel like once we hit winter, because there's not going to be that much to do around town, we can maybe just grind out like getting as many treasure chests as like mermaidly possible. um and see if we can get these last 4. Because then once we've got the artifacts done, it's fossils. Now, you do still get fossils from being underwater, so, like, it's still helpful. It's fossils and gems. We have 3 gems left, and then we have fossils, we have quite a few. But once we've got the artifacts, so once we're done underwater, we can then switcheroo and just stay in the mines and blast our way through trying to get the fossils. Um, there's a forageable that we haven't found yet, which is clearly a shell. So we do need to spend some time underwater, really. Um, and then after that, we obviously need to be working on the town rank, which we have hit A finally. But like that seems like a lot of points, considering we don't have we only have 1 shrine left to do. So unless we get a massive boost for finishing all the shrines, I don't know. But we are certainly getting there. We have the cellar unlocked now, which is what we got yesterday. We got sent a mysterious key, which we managed to unlock down here. So now we have our little cheese empire on the go. Which, can I make any more? Oh no, I need purple. Okay. So we have the 200 and something cheese is finally getting fermented. Finally. Actually, can I put wrong thing? This apparently improves the quality of stuff. Upgrade. I don't know why it's saying ores because it's clearly upgrading my cheese. But I'm thinking maybe we just leave that on the conveyor belt too, and it will get better cheese. Why not? Sure. At this point, the machine was already down here when we unlocked the cellar, so like, I honestly don't fully know what I'm doing with it. I get rid of these feathers, and then the eggs can go to the mayo machines. I'm very excited as well. One of the reasons that I am so eager to finish off this season in game is because of the fact we've been saving everything to sell at the end. I'm so intrigued as to how much we're going to make by selling everything in one big chunk. Um, I just think it's going to be fascinating seeing how much we get. My little brain is like going burr. Oh, wait, I don't want the kelp extract. Not really sure why that's in there. We will have made it for a reason, but I don't think we have room for any of these. Hang on. Oh no, we do. Okay. And then we have the spare one over here. Why have we got loads of honey in here? I wouldn't have put honey in here. Oh, wait, no, maybe I did because of it being starred. Did we run out of room in here for something? No. No, so I don't know why. Let me put the honey back. I don't know why I would have moved that over. Weird. Okay, so mayor machines are on the go. We could probably do with an extra mayor machine, actually. Let me move the loom out the way and replace it with a mayor machine. There we go. Perfect. What have we got going on in here? Those have grown something. Anything else? Okay. It's good that we're getting more resin, because we did keep running out of that.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Lyria, thank you for redeeming Hydrate. Have a little sippy sip. Where was I storing the sap there? You just got lost on TikTok for over an hour. Ooh, I do that daily. I really need to turn on the setting where you can like limit how much time you spend on an app, so it like yells at me if I spend too much time scrolling. Because I do be doing it too often. Although I am getting good at doing it a little bit less. I'm putting way less pressure on myself to post things too, which is good. That's something I struggle with. But sometimes I get stuck like scrolling through like TikTok Shop because I just find it fascinating how much junk you can buy on that on there. Some of it's like it's just so much junk. And I just love being nosy, you know? I love the concept of people buy this? Like really? It fascinates me. It really fascinates me. Why am I carrying Oh, it's when we were trying to get the spider. Yeah, the people that make the videos to sell said junk is even funnier. Your coworker is one of them? Oh, bless. I mean, hats off to them for doing it. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, my brain doesn't function that way. Um, it just, yeah. Oh, why am I putting that in there? It goes in here. Yeah, I applaud people that can, like, successfully do it and not, like, feel like they're selling their soul to the devil. Like, in the sense of, I wouldn't advertise something if I genuinely didn't want to advertise it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's something you genuinely used, and that's why you want to share it with people, like, I've obviously told you guys about, the I love my electrolytes, or I will show off, I don't know, the other day I was talking to someone about my jeans. Like, I've got a pair of jeans that are like that stretchy that I can basically like do squats and lunges in them, and they're great. But I wouldn't sell something like just because I have to, if that makes sense. Um, Honestly, the TikTok lives, I'm so glad I stepped away from them because before I started streaming, I used to do TikTok lives pretty much daily on a weekday. And honestly, they were very successful and popular. But the amount of like the amount of pressure that I got from like TikTok itself and also like my manager because I was like within an agency or something or other, to like force people to send me gifts. They were like, "Oh, um, you have to do the competitions, the battles, because then it encourages people to send you gifts, which is money." And I was like, "But I don't want to do that. I just want to talk to people because I'm lonely." And they were like, "No, no, no, no. Like, it's fine. You can still talk to them, but make them send you money." And I was always like, "No, thank you." Like, no. And it's such a weird environment and a weird mindset that a lot of people get. Like, not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people that do the TikTok live stuff. I just, yeah, it's like a whole other ecosystem. It's genuinely baffling. TikTok streamers are so very different from other platforms. Yeah, genuinely, like there was so much drama within the communities as well. Like it was so weird because you'd have people that would like say, like, "Oh, join our support network or join our crew," or however they worded it. Like, but then they would be like, it was genuinely so bitchy. It was weird. And it was like, how does making them out to be a bad person or like talking down about them, that doesn't help your live streams in any way, shape, or form. Like, so why? It was such a, yeah, it was genuinely the weirdest, like, ecosystem ever. Like, it was just odd. Um, which is why I looked into streaming elsewhere, aka how I ended up on Twitch. I eventually want to get back to, like, if I could, I would dual stream, because I know there are some people, like, within my audience that would probably reappear if I streamed on TikTok as well. But, like, I don't think I would ever go back to doing just, like, sitting and talking, like, chatty streams, on TikTok. No. It was an odd place to be. That is for sure. Like, I loved it at the time because it was all I had, and it was my social life at that point in time, because I couldn't stream on Twitch. I didn't have, like, the capabilities to, like, technology-wise, but, yeah. Weird place. And especially for myself, like, because TikTok has a lot less, like, barriers in place. I had a lot of, even though I marked my streams as for 18s, like 18 and above only, I marked it as like adults only. The amount of kids that I used to get in there was crazy. That were just like, they just wanted attention. They wanted somebody to talk to them. And it was like really, really odd. Um, like I had one person try and fake in the comments that they were like the house was being broken into, and I was like, I mean, if your house is really being broken into right now, then I'm not sure why you're telling me. I can't help. Go call the police or something. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, what the fuck? It was just, yeah, it's just such a weird environment. You stream to both Twitch and YouTube, you consider that in TikTok, but you just don't feel like TikTok would like you. That's fair. I don't think you would like TikTok streaming. I don't think you would like the sort of people that would appear. Like, obviously that story I've just shared is it's just fucking weird. It's so much easier for kids to, like, appear and be weird, and, like, it's not just kids either. Like, there's fully grown adults that beg to be, like, your moderator, and it's just like, you've literally met me 3 seconds ago. No. Like, it's just odd. The only thing Twitch has going, the only thing Twitch has going for it, the only thing TikTok has going for it over Twitch is that TikTok obviously has its own algorithm. So TikTok actively puts you in front of new people, whereas obviously Twitch doesn't really. So that would be why I would consider adding TikTok on, because I already have an audience over there, really, to a degree. Like, if I was to suddenly do a live, I would probably get a lot of people, like, reappear. Which, in theory, could then bring them over to Twitch. And, like, grow the community. Because that's what streaming's about for me, is sharing my journey with, like, games, but also it gives me a way of actually being social. Because I obviously cannot get out the house very much. So, being, like, bored and lonely at home, this means I'm no longer bored and lonely at home. I am playing games and meeting people at home. You know? Like, that's why I enjoy streaming. That's why I'm streaming today, because I was like, I don't have anything to do with my afternoon. I don't want to sit and, like, I can't remember the word for it, like, ruminate or whatever it is. Like, if I sit alone too long with my thoughts, especially at the minute whilst I'm unmedicated, not a good idea. No, no. You found that posting on other socials hasn't helped your growth? Yeah, it could just be because I already had, like, I already had a following over there. There's different types of things that I find posting my clips absolutely pointless at the moment. Does not seem to benefit me whatsoever. But when I do my talking about random shit videos, that seems to actually have more benefit. Yeah, TikTok really doesn't push out clips because I think from their point of view, they're obviously trying to keep people on the TikTok app because that's how they make money. They're trying to retain people. So they can clearly look at the clip you've posted and go, that's a different platform. We don't want that to be, seen as much because it might make people leave. It's the same with most apps nowadays. Facebook, if you post a post on Facebook with a link, an external link, it will basically shadow ban the post and not many people will see it because they're trying to retain you and keep you on the app. It's why your videos will get shadow banned if you say the word Twitch, if you say the word Instagram, if you say, like, alternative places. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you say link in the bio, no, shadow bans you. Because the algorithm is all about keeping you on their app. Because, like I said, that's how they make money. Is through ads and through keeping you scrolling. So. But I like both sides of the content creation. I like doing my silly little TikTok videos, and I do want to do some more stuff surrounding that. I have such a long list of ideas, but until I get my meds back, I do not have the mental capacity. Like, at all. So hopefully this email I had earlier is the correct thing, and they are actually sorting my meds. Because I would like to feel productive again. One of your clips went sort of viral on TikTok. TikTok is still actively pushing it out to people. Oh, okay. So, at least we know that they, like, you know, they still have a chance to get out there. Obviously, I've been told slash seen people say about, like, that they don't get pushed for whatever reasons, so, um, they obviously are under the belief that that's true. It clearly isn't, if they can still, like, you know, go viral. But yeah, I don't think it, like, it doesn't translate over. Not a lot of people like moving over to Twitch because they're like, new app. Like, if they don't already use Twitch, they don't tend to want to move. But I don't know. It's one of those things. I wouldn't have the first clue about streaming to YouTube. Hence, I would consider adding TikTok first because I understand that because I did it first. So it's just, I don't know. It's just a weird, it's weird space to be in, like content creation and streaming. Because they are technically two different platforms. Like, content creation is separate to streaming. So it's kind of like you're doing two jobs at once. It has 874k views. Damn. And you gained loads of new followers, but it means literally nothing because none of them interact with your content you've posted after that clip. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I've seen a lot of people say that about TikTok at the moment, of it's almost like as soon as you follow someone, you don't see their content anymore. Unless you actively go looking for it. And that seems really weird to me. Like, that, to me, defeats the point. I followed them because I want to see more of their content. Why would... Like, it's almost as if TikTok think, oh, well, got you. Now we don't need to bother showing you because we've already got you as a follower. Or something like that. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand how half of these apps work. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... what are we doing? Yeah, it genuinely is as if they're removed from your For You page as soon as you follow them. There's a girl that I went to school with and was, like, good friends with at school, and she's, like, realistically super famous now on TikTok and, like, Instagram and stuff. And I, like, I have her on, like, personal Facebook because, like I said, I went to school with her, I was friends with her brother, I was friends with her. But, like, it's not until she posts something somewhere else that I'm like, oh, wait, hang on. And then I have to go on her profile, and then I've missed, like, however many fucking videos, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I have not seen any of these updates. What? Like, obviously I don't, like, it's not the end of the world, but to me, it kind of is, because, like, I want to see what's going on in her life. Like, it means a lot to me. But it's as if TikTok's like, no, not allowed anymore. You click the follow button, so therefore, nothing left for you. And it's just, I don't, yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what they're doing in the background. Genuinely. Things like Instagram, I understand way less. I purely have my Instagram account, so I have somewhere to store content in case TikTok ever vanishes, because obviously it's been threatened that many fucking times. But that even doesn't seem to translate. I'll post the same thing that I posted on TikTok, and it's like, it doesn't reach anybody. And I'm like, have I done something wrong? YouTube is weird. Your clips, shorts do much better there, but your live streams don't seem to get pushed out. Yeah, you know what? It's just really bizarre. I'm getting better at actually posting my VODs on YouTube. I don't edit them. Like, I'm trying to get in a habit of remembering to even post them before I get to the stage of editing them or anything like that. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just all of the differentiation between apps and algorithms and stuff is like, how are we supposed to remember this? It's the beach annual cleanup tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I don't want to put rocks in there. Funky music. You gave up on Instagram, will not push out any reels. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'll post something that did really well on TikTok, like, within the communities that I'm in on TikTok. But then it's like, you post it on Instagram and Instagram goes, ew, no thank you. And I'm like, but it's clearly interesting because, like, it did well over there. So, like, what? Why not? Why no? Why not? Why do you not like me? It's just, yeah, I don't know, it's odd. I feel like my brain's just not designed for it. And I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, at this point, whatever. I do it, again, as a social thing. I do it more for fun than I do for anything else. So, like, meh. Meh. Ooh, we got some stuff. And it's always changing as well. So, like, I've seen, obviously, recently they changed the way that, like, your profile grid works on Instagram. Or they did something that made a lot of people very angry because they'd spent loads of time making stuff look pretty for Instagram to then change it so it no longer looks pretty. And I was like, whoa, they can just do that? Like, that's terrifying. You put hours into making, like, a a pretty layout, and then they just decide one day that they're going to alter how it works, and then that's all your hard work done. It's gone. Out the window. And that's terrifying to me. So, like, my brain almost won't let me care enough to almost, like, protect myself. It's like, no, we're not going to get that invested because, no. Too much risk. I had to, like, rejig my brain as well with TikTok stuff because I got really stuck thinking, like, because obviously I post a lot of stuff about, like, chronic illness or, like, POTS or that sort of stuff, which is great because that's a huge part of my life. But then my brain got stuck thinking everything I posted had to be about POTS and advocacy and raising awareness and this, that, and the other. And then I just I didn't have any ideas, and I was like, it was almost like imposter syndrome. Like I felt like a fraud because I didn't have anything to post or talk about. And then I was like, wait a minute. The only person that has set this rule about what I have to post is me. I done this to myself. I have put the pressure on myself. I can just post whatever the fuck I want. Like I can just use it as a dumping ground for my thoughts. Like, and I've obviously like been trying to kind of like rework my brain in that sense of like, no, I can post. I post for me and what I want to post rather than what I think people want to see me post. Because I was putting way too much pressure on myself that I had to do certain stuff because that's what people know me for. And I was like, well, no, actually, wait a minute. So I am slowly learning to just post whatever the hell I feel like yapping about. It's similar to on Twitch, to be honest, because at first I put pressure on myself that I had to play certain games or try and play certain games because like, oh well, more people will want to watch that or more people would like to watch that. And then I was like, well, but will I want to play that? Like, you know what I mean? It's all mindset and it's weird. You like streaming on Twitch because you made some fabulous new friends. You only love making clips because you enjoy the process. Do they do well? No, but you like having to. Yeah, it's it's one of the things. I only do clips if it's a moment that like I think sums me up. Like if it's a, I wouldn't ever sit and like play a game just for the sake of getting clips. Like I know some people have dedicated days to clip farming, and I'm like, what? Um, like if that works for you, great, but um, that's not that's not the point for me. The point for me is to be social. Um, and similar to you, doing this has healed quite a lot for me. I have only I've always been interested in gaming and I've always wanted to be a gamer, but I've always had barriers in the way and like, people telling me various different things and putting me down for it. So being able to do this and find friends and like not be celebrated as in like people like I'm not saying people think I'm amazing or anything like that, but like people enjoy being around me and people enjoying playing games and watching me play them has healed so much in me from like people telling me like, oh well, like why would you bother? No one's gonna want to watch it. Like, or you're bad at the game. You're bad at the games. Like just various different shit like that. So, and like I said, it helps me feel less alone being stuck in the house. So it's nice to be like to be able to go, no, you know what? I wanna play some games and I wanna share that with people and I can. Do I care if there's many people watching? Not really. I mean it's nicer when there's more people to talk to, but like it's not the end of the world to me if I am just sat here talking to myself because I do that anyway. It's no different than if I was not like if I didn't have the camera on, I would still just be chatting shit about what I was doing in game because that's how I process. I have to remind myself what I'm supposed to be doing or what I'm supposed to be picking up, etc., etc. So why not share that with people? And hopefully, like, because obviously it helps me feel less alone. If it helps other people feel less alone, then like winner. Oh, I'm gonna keep getting cutscenes because I made friends with everybody. God damn it. I wanted to see if there was any coconuts on the trees, but I feel like we maybe missed that. Oh shoot, you know what? We'll upgrade on that now. We'll upgrade on that, and then by the time we hit fall or autumn, it should be done, in theory. I don't know if we need gold essence or purple. I also don't remember what we're supposed to take with us, so we'll just take some random junk and hope that it is what we need. Upgrade tools. Ah, we did have the right stuff. Perfect. And then we need to get some purple kelp essence going, so that when it's ready, we can then just like auto. Cool. Okay. Okay. Plan. Zoom zoom. It's a plan. Dan, I think that's the only tool we have left to upgrade. You can't upgrade the sword, so cool. So we should just be able to dump some glass in here, and it make essence. In theory. Is that working? Yes. Nice. You know what? I'm gonna go to the deep forest, and I am gonna get as much hardwood as I can, because we did actually run out, which surprised me. Like, that caught me off guard, running out, in all honesty. When you were a kid, all you were allowed to do was quietly watch your brother play video games, and it was the only time he would spend time with you. He was your only friend for a long time. When he did let you play, he was mean and enjoyed humiliating you when you lost. He has apologized, but it's felt so nice having people choose to hang out with you and watch you be bad at video games. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. My, so the relationship I was in before this one was heavily built on the fact he loved me being a gamer girl, but he didn't like me playing games. He liked the fact that I was okay with him playing games. So I would try and join in, and it was always like I was the first person to get kicked out if there wasn't enough room in a party. He wouldn't let me play any of his games because it would ruin his stats or whatever. Um, I was always, ridiculed for being bad at games. Um, it was like just weird in the sense of there was a lot of talk that it was great, you know, and he loved being with a gamer girl, but like, no, you love being with someone that lets you play games. Like, it's not the same. Um, so yeah, there was a lot of just weird backhanded comments, a lot of snarkiness, um, just unnecessary stuff, really. But it sticks, unfortunately, when you think they're the person, because obviously at the time I thought that was who I was going to spend my life with, etc., etc. And shit like that sticks. Like, I even started technically content creating back then, and I used to get so many comments about how it was embarrassing. Like, apparently it was embarrassing that I was posting videos, like, of me talking about, I don't know, at the time it was, like, skincare, I think. Um, or, like, my hair journey. Like, apparently that was embarrassing, and the end of the world, and just, like, yeah, there wasn't any support of, well, yeah, there just wasn't any support. He sounds like a twat. He was. He was a very insecure little man. Um, Probably still is, realistically. But, like, even so, I now understand, since I've been diagnosed with my ADHD, why I've always struggled to keep jobs. Okay. But at the time when I was with him, there was a time period where, realistically, through no fault of my own, I, I couldn't keep a job for quite a while. And there was one point where I smashed an interview. I got I got a job which realistically was well out of my range because I wasn't qualified in it in any way, shape, or form, but they thought I was great, so they hired me. And his first comment to me was, "We'll try and keep this one." Not "well done, I'm proud of you." No, nothing like that. It was, "We'll try and keep this job." And it was just one of those things where I was like, "Oh, okay. Um, cool. Cool, I guess." Like, huh? Whereas since I've been with Scott, I've had multiple different health problems diagnosed. I've learnt to drive, which I never thought I would ever be able to do. I've started streaming. I've started being a lot more myself. I've started, like, embracing who I am so much more in fashion, hair, everything. Like, and it's all because Scott is so much like just like a supporter. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's never once been like, "Oh, like, why are you posting a TikTok video? Like, no one's gonna follow that," or anything like that. It's always been like, "Oh, that sounds fun. Like, good for you." And when I have celebrated silly little goals, like, he's there celebrating them with me. Like, the purple lights, when I managed to get the lights for the awareness day, like, he was telling all his friends about it, and um like, he'd been at work all day on the Saturday, and he came to see them with me, even though realistically all he would have wanted to do was sit at home and play games. He's got me into gaming. He always encourages me to sit and play games with him. Like, we got there in the end. We got there. But yeah, so being able to stream, cycling back before, like, I got weird and mushy, is so healing for me because, like you said yourself, it's nice that people want to hang out with me even though I'm bad at a game. Like, that's not what they care about, and that means a lot in the sense of, like, that's not your worth. My worth isn't tied to how good I am at shooting things on a screen. And, like, for ages I thought it was. But, like, it's nice for people to, like, still want to hang out with me regardless. So, we love streaming. I want to be able to do more with streaming, but technology has other ideas right now, so. We'll get there eventually. I'm in no rush, realistically. It would just be nice to have a little bit more freedom with like what I can play. Because obviously I'm limited at the moment because my laptop sucks. But one day, when I manage to get a PC, we'll have, you know, all the choice in the world. But we'll get there one day. Where did I get all these seeds from? Trees. Yeah, I feel like I've done fine considering. Like, I remember when I first started trying to set things up, and I realized my laptop wasn't as good as I'd anticipated, etc. It felt like the end of the world because I was like, oh no, like, I've put so much money into buying this laptop, and it's now actually, like, jeopardizing things. And I just felt stupid because, again, all of the little voices from previous people came back to haunt me that, like, I'd wasted money or I was stupid and should have done more research and blah, 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 and all that sort of crap. So we have 100% had a couple of mental breakdowns about it. But then I realized that, like, sometimes starting from scratch isn't a bad thing. And, like, almost starting from the bottom isn't a bad thing. Like, I don't need to have fancy moving, colour changing borders for things to look good or for people to want to watch. Because people are watching the game, not the fancy border around my webcam. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just weird how sometimes you have to shift your brain away from your, like, almost your own perspective of what's good and perfect. It helped as well, like, watching other streamers, in the sense of, like, I watched some other streamers which are quite big on the platform and realized, one, they have like 100 and something people watching them, and no one is talking in chat. So it's not just me that doesn't have people talking in chat all the time. And like, it's okay for them there to not be people. People can still be watching. But like, also like layout wise and stuff, like sometimes having a basic layout is better because, like, again, I'm here to watch either the person or the game. So like, I almost don't want to be distracted by flashy stuff. Like, there's a streamer that I ended up not watching them anymore because they used to have like, and I think they still do. They used to have so much stuff on screen that I was like, I couldn't keep up with what was going on, and it used to exhaust me. Like, I used to sit and watch their streams for like a couple of minutes and be like, oh my god, like I'm so visually overstimulated. Um, and I just realized that, like, that's not what I want. I want it to be like a safe, chill space that, like, you don't have to really think when you're here. Do you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to feel like you have to talk. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to participate in 100 mini games whilst trying to watch. Like, yeah. It's just funny how, like, your perception of, like, what you want can shift. Obviously, like I said, when I first started trying to get my streams set up, I had, like, a rainbow, multicolored, like, color changing background and layup and stuff, and like, yeah, it looked cool as fuck, and like, I'll eventually maybe go back there, but it wasn't what made my streams good. So it doesn't matter if I can't have fancy shit. Like, can it be fun? Yes. But it's not what makes me or my streams what they are. I do that. That's my job. I feel like, so I want to do something with these. I want to do something with this bug house and this fish pond, but I don't know what. I feel like I need to sit and look through all of the decor, like the outside decorations and stuff, and be like, what kind of little environments can we build? I'm not going to do that until I know I've brought all of the clothes items. Because that's, like, what we need for the trophy, so... I do really wish that... We'll go down and do the beach festival in a minute, but... How do we figure out which clothes we're missing? We've got all of these. We've got all of the tops. It's the trousers and stuff that we're having issues with. So there's one of the pairs. Wait, I know how we do it. I just take a photo. Duh. Ah, my brain figured it out. We're all good. Here we go. And then some of them might not be available till town rank S, which is fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. But I also think I've just missed some. Maybe? So, trousers. The ones with the hammers we've got. We don't have the green ones. How ironic. We don't have the green ones. Okay. And then... Random trouser-wise... Oh, they're not in order in the journal. Well, that's annoying. So I don't really know what those... They're a weird shape, actually, so maybe... Maybe like these? We have the grey trackies. We have the white pants, but I don't think we have these with the belt. So it might be those. Oh no, we do. They're just further down. You learned streaming via your... You started streaming via your PS4? I didn't know that. You have to be very selective of what Steam games to play. Yes, that's my issue. I currently can't really play, like, computer games. I would love to stream Sims 4. I have hilariously on Sims 4 built our house. Almost to, it's not to scale because, like, our house is tiny and Sims objects are annoying, so it's like a bigger version of our house, but, like, it would just be hilarious to, like, be able to actually play other games. It's your 2-week Twitch anniversary next week. Are you doing anything for it? Do you have any plans? Because if you do, you gotta let me know so I can be there. I do obviously try and get to as many of your streams as I can. Time zones suck. I hate being in the UK sometimes, because most of my friends nowadays are all American. Which is like, hilarious. My own fault, in a way. But, yeah, sometimes I find myself, like, having to stay up because I just don't want to miss out. I want to be there. It's these trackies. Oh no, we have those ones. Skirt? Do we have that skirt? I'm concentrating so hard on trying to get these clothes. It's not the end of the world, realistically, but okay, we have the weird trousers. And then oh, there's a pair of shorts we don't have. That's wild. What pair of shorts don't we have? We don't have the denim ones. Okay. Do we also not have the brown ones? The brown ones aren't on the list for some reason. I'll just buy the brown ones anyway, just in case. You took the day off work and you might try something new. You want to do a story time stream where you read the OG fairy tales by Brothers Grimm. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'll make sure I am around, or at least try to be. I do love me the OG Brothers Grimm stuff. I have. I don't think it's technically. No, it's not because it's hand. Is it? I don't think it is. I've got the original Little Mermaid because I love how dark it is. Do I also love the Disney film? Yes, but um, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy how dark the book is. Ooh, okay, we ticked off some of these. There's just a pair of trousers and a pair of weird cut-off shorts. Okay. You haven't read any of them, so it'll be new to you. Oh, I feel like you're gonna love it. Because you almost think you know where they're gonna go, because obviously Disney is like brainwashed us all. And then it's not at all what you think it's gonna be, and it's mint. They are so interesting. Is it these we don't have? Oh no, it looks like those we don't have. You do know they all end in tragedy. Yes, yes, they do. I feel like there will be a fair few occasions of you that you just kind of sat there like, what the fuck? I don't have enough coins. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. Well, we have both of these. Perfect. It's one pair of trousers we don't have. We can figure that out. Maybe at a later date. It's annoying they're not in order. Why aren't... Oh, wait, hang on. You can sort them. Oh. Okay, no, you can't. All you can do is pick whether you've purchased it or not. But it doesn't tell me what it is. That's a bit annoying. Let me delete these photos. So I'm not like, what are these for? Because there's one pair of shoes we don't have either. Oh, actually though, there's I clicked the wrong button. There's two pair of shoes, and there was this, which is a backpack, which looks like a chicken. So I think that might be the when you get hand rank leveled up. We'll wait and see. We got a new barrel. I'm gonna put that. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's the stuff we ordered. Let me put the barrel down here so we can get some cheese. More cheese, grommet. Yes. So it's improving the cheese slowly over time. Nice. Can we make? No. Answered my own question. I was gonna say, can we make another auto chest? But we can't. Okay. We want to go do the beach cleanup festival and say hi to everybody. Just for the sake of getting friendship points. I also don't know if we missed anyone's birthdays. I really hope not. Because we're trying to give everyone gifts. Come back between 9 a.m. Oh, I thought it had hit 9 a.m. That's a bit too early. Story of my life. I have the funny time blindness that comes with ADHD of instead of me being late to everything, like is stereotypical, I'm the other way round. Beach time. Oh, we should have changed our outfit. I'm in. I'm in a jumper. Everyone's in like the bikinis and stuff. I completely. Ah. Do you want to restart the day? Oh no, because I brought all of those clothes. I can't be bothered to do that again. What can you buy from this? You can buy kelp. Shit. I don't think we need it for anything. Famous last words. Mother Earth. Yes, yes. Oh, she likes our outfit. I'm not joining any races today. I don't think we need to do any of them. Fly through talking to everyone. No, there's no one down here. No, I don't want to leave the festival. I realized that was the exit. Oh. Yeah, you're not even an NPC. Hi. You're the Andrew Garfield lookalike. Gotta talk to everyone. Including the children. Right, who else we got? Pablo's chilling. Tug of war kind of. Oh, people are down here as well. Hello, Clementine. Oh, we nearly missed Scott. We're not gonna do. No, we're not gonna do swimming. Tug of war is really easy. We could do that if we really wanted to do a mini game, but I don't think we wanna. Raphael, hello. Clean beach, clean beach. Gotta get everybody. See if we can grab at least a couple friendship points with people. Trying to get food recipes and all that good stuff. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone. Nice. Not the main event, yes. I can't remember what the main event is. I think it's just, yeah, us all collecting trash. The funky music. I finally had a fun thing on TikTok. I know we were yapping about this earlier, but you get once you get hit a certain number of people on like following you. I don't know if like anyone else gets this or not, but the like annoying collab messages. I finally had one which is actually useful. I normally get really stupid like vitamins, blah blah blah, but for once, actually had one which might be useful, which is interesting. So we'll see what comes about. I just find it weird. You get, obviously, like, so much spam that they send out. You get the messages trying to pressure you into going live because that's what your followers want. Yeah, I get the weird ones on the shop, which is like, we love your content. We want to send you our product for you to advertise. And it's like nothing I have ever once said I would be interested in. And I'm like, huh? What? Like, I can't think of examples other than like weird vitamins or like pimple patches. And I'm like, I've never once talked about skincare. Like, what? I'm clearly not interested. I find them funny. But the one that I've just had is actually something that might be useful. So I'll see whether they do send me anything. Should be interesting. Does it show you if you have duplicates? I don't know if it does. Oh yeah, it does. Because I have those shorts twice. Okay. We attended the beach festival. Hey, here we go. Friendship points. Oh, we only got 2. I was like, yeah! Oh, never mind. Season changes in one day. It's Yuri's birthday. We have a cutscene.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'm confused. Is he just... He's dropping letters off, right? Alright, whatever. Why did we need a cutscene for that? I feel like we really didn't need a cutscene. On a sunny day, please join me at the town hall in the community centre for an important announcement. It's because we hit town rank A. Okay. So the next time it's warm, well, I say warm, the next time it's not raining, we gotta go to the town hall. Got ya. Meow. Moo moo. How many stars are we on with these? Oh, we're almost there. Hopefully, by the time it's winter, we can get the auto petter going. And we don't have to basically worry about any of the animals for a long-ass time. Which does mean that in winter, we can spend the whole time mining and diving. In theory. Oh, there's loads of baby trees growing in the way. Damn it. What do I need? I need more essence and bars. Need more bars. Okay. We have the essence, but I wanted to use those for the net. So let me put some more gold, glass, not gold. And we can get some more bars going. Milky smokes. Because then we can get more cheese on the go in the cellar. Perfect. So we want to go pick up the net. I still don't know why I'm saving maple syrup, but we are. We want to go to get the net and then go mining, I guess. Go get some more purple rocks. Or do we want to go underwater? I feel like maybe trash collecting is... Yeah, we're closer on the artifact, so I'm going to go underwater. I'm going to do it. We don't need a net for this either. Just grab trash and go. See how many treasure boxes we can get. All artifacts is all we have left, so... At some point, the more treasure chests we have, the more chance we have of getting them. I do need to uncross my legs though, because my hips hurt. Ow. There we go. My bones be struggling with the cold weather. Yippee. I hope the gloves that I've ordered do actually help. In theory, they should. They're rechargeable, so you like charge the little thing that you slot into the gloves, and they're fingerless, which is a lot better for me because I won't get overstimulated by like feeling suffocated. So hopefully having little hand warmers helps with the pain. I want to look into like an electric blanket as well. They just seem perfect. I don't really want to get like a big heater for in this room because one, I don't really have somewhere to plug it in that won't like, if it runs a lot of power through an extension cable, it'll just do what happened last year when we had a radiator, which was it melted the extension cable and nearly set fire to the house. So that was fun. So we got to be careful with like what we do and don't plugged in places. Yeah, it was very lucky when it happened. I was sat playing, I think we were on Marvel Rivals. So we're all sat playing. I'm in here, Scott's in the living room on his console, and it was plugged into behind me where you can't see it when I'm on this screen, but it was behind my beanbag. The plug was like the extension cable because that's where the plug is in this room, or one of them. There's only two in here. There's one under my desk and there's one in that corner. And then all of a sudden, the lights went off and the Wi-Fi stopped working, and we were like, well, at least I was confused. And then obviously Scott was shouting from the other room, like, "Oh, why's the internet died?" And then I thought it smelt a little bit weird in my office for like a minute, like for a little while, but didn't think that much of it. I just thought, oh, like, it's just the heater smells weird because sometimes they do. Like, um, you know how like the bit that warms up sometimes has like a weird smell because it's obviously it's hot metal. Um, and then like out of nowhere, I thought, why would everything have turned off? So so went to look like investigate into the corner as to why everything had turned off and found the extension lead literally, yeah, smoking and was melting on one side, and I was like, oh my god. Luckily, obviously it tripped, so it turned everything off. Um, but yeah, it was like minutes, if not possibly seconds away from like, I don't know, setting my beanbag on fire and like the whole corner of the room going up. Um, so always buy extension leads that have safety trips in them, guys. Always buy the ones that have the override feature. Because if that had not tripped and turned itself off, that would have been a whole different story. Yeah, it was very good that we found it when we did. I probably still have a photo somewhere in the abyss of the melted extension lead. Um, but yeah, if it hadn't have turned everything off, we wouldn't have noticed. Um, and we would have just been sat none the wiser whilst it slowly burnt through. Um, and yeah. So we have not used the radiator since, and I refuse to have like too much stuff on an extension lead at one. Surge protector, that's the one. Yeah, I refuse to have too many things plugged into like an extension lead at a time because it's just made me kind of paranoid. Rightfully so, but like, yeah, nah. So this room gets very cold because I have no heating, and it's on the edge of the house. I'm like in the corner room, so it's pretty darn cold in here. I have my hot water bottle on me currently. That's my heating. But I'm contemplating an electric blanket because that will run off slightly less power than a full-blown heater. So it'll be slightly better to have plugged in whilst I'm streaming. But yeah, it was kind of funny because, like, obviously we were within a team on Marvel Rivals, and all of our friends were texting us like, "Where have you guys gone? Like, are you guys good? Like, have you just died?" And we were like, "Well, nearly," and like, you know, sent the photo of the extension lead, and they were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah, good times. We nearly got toasted." But luckily, yeah, luckily Surge Protectors for the win. Hashtag crispy. Yeah, I would have definitely been warm then at least, you know? There's bonuses to it. But well, I'm on fire now. I'm nice and warm. What's worse is we live on a garage forecourt, so like we would have had to have rang our landlord, who's a mechanic, to be like, "Oh my god, get everything out now," because obviously there's a lot of chemicals, fuel, etc., etc., on the premises. So if anything ever did go up in flames, there's a high chance everything goes up in flames. So yeah, we're avoiding fires at all costs, funnily enough. Um, but yeah, I limit what I have plugged in that corner now, which is why there's less lighting than there was. Like, I used to have my bookshelf had lights around the back of it and stuff, but no. No, no, not anymore. I ain't having nothing else plugged into that extension lead other than, like, you know, the fairy lights and then the Wi-Fi. How many treasure chests are we on? 70 something. Okay. We're getting kelp for this too, which is good. I don't have we've had five. Oh no, we've had about 9 fossils. So I thought the artifacts were going to be the worst ones, but it's going to be the fossils, 100%. And then maybe the cooking recipes. Because we're getting cooking recipes from the TV on a Friday, which is great. But I feel like there's going to be some locked behind friendships, which is one of the reasons we're concentrating on people's birthdays. Which, actually, speaking of people's birthdays, it was Yuri's birthday, wasn't it? We need to leave. We need to go give her a birthday gift. See if we can find her somewhere. I'm glad my train of thought reminded me. Where does Yuri live? I fear I don't know where she lives. Oh wait, hang on. I do know where she lives. She lives over here, right? Yeah. We might not be able to get in actually. I feel like it's going to tell me that it closes at 8 p.m. and I've missed it. Damn it. Yeah. Well, we remembered. It's the thought that thought that counts, right? Oopsie. Oopsies. So they can all go in there. Solar shards. I don't know what I'm doing with all of those. I'm sure we'll need them at some point. Perfect. Oh wait, no, we're not sleeping yet. It's the last day of the season. Everything needs to go in that shipping bin. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Might take us a while. We get all the stuff. Is there anything left in here? Yeah. They're up. Alright. And then we've got all of the wool products and the mayos left. We're lagging the game slightly by how much we have in this chest. Oops. I'd laugh if we break the game by how much we're selling. Is that doable? Do we think that's a thing? Why have we got... Hang on. Oh, because... Right. I was gonna say, why have we got random juices and pickles in here, but it was because they had stars and we wanted to make room. They can get sold too, that's fine. There's a lot of items in there. Let me grab any last bits that can be included. Okay. Go. Ooh-wee. Okay, we've got 1,122 items. That's a really satisfying number because it's 1122. Um, we've got a lot of stuff we're shipping. We have saved everything we've processed on the machines for the whole of summer, and we have made, oh my gosh, 588,254 gold coins slash currency. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Full day one. We got this. If it'll load. I was so scared it was going to crash then. Yeah, we made bank. Like, truly. We might be able to get the gold chicken costume soon. I'm gonna change my outfit now that we're in autumn. What trousers do we want to wear? Um, oh, you know what? The skirt's kind of cute. We put the black skirt on. Oh no, there's a green. There's a green one. Sold. Right, what top? What have we got that's like autumny? Oh wait, hang on. I know. Where's the leather jacket? Ew. It's a very me outfit. Or we have the denim, which we would match our husband if we wear. Because that's what Raphael's wearing. Do we have two pairs of the same boots? Yes. We need a hat for autumn, do we think? Maybe the green one to go with the skirt. That looks kind of cute. Okay. Look at us. We kind of match. Adorable. It's like him and hers jackets. Yeah. Cool kids. Right, we'll do this day. We'll get everything planted for autumn, and then we'll call it there. Considering this was bonus stream, I don't want to go too long. Moo. So, seeds. For autumn. It's gonna be pumpkins, isn't it? Let's be real. Oh, and watermelons. We can do pumpkins and watermelons. Have an army. We need to buy a lot. We have a big field. $200 of those. The noise is both satisfying and annoying at the same time. 200 of those. Do we want to buy anything else? Sweet potatoes. Cute. Nah, I think that's fine. We'll probably end up having to buy more seeds in a minute anyway, because we won't have flippin' filled the field. Knowing how I look, but... Is everything... Oh no, we've got a random rock up here. You can get out of here. My field. Seeds. Where are the seeds? Oh, we didn't pick them up out the letterbox. Ha! What an idiot. There we go. Let's say hi to the animals. Otherwise I'll forget. Thank you for the coffee, Bean. Meow. Moo moo. Right, let's go. Get these seeds going. Wait, why am I doing this manually? Hang on. Let that thing just do it for me. I forget about that. Oh, Meow Uhtred, hello. Have you finally woken up? Because I finally gotten the duvet out. We finally hit cold enough to sleep under a duvet, not just like a blanket. The cats are loving life. They are not moving from that bed.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Echo, thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'll grab it in just a sec. There we go. Thank you very much. Right, let's get all of these. I might have gone too far with my watermelon seeds. I went too far. Oops. It's fine. We'll just stop there and switch to pumpkins. But not that it matters, just aesthetics. Did the thing run out of seeds? Yes, it did. So it doesn't even matter that we went too far. Chicken is being very loud. Are you okay, sir? Sorry, madam. You're an egg-laying chicken. You're a madam. Right. Oh my gosh. Look, look. Shut up. Shouted at by my chickens. We are going to need more seeds. Hilariously. Thought 400 was enough. It was not. The field, I fear, is too powerful. Too big. It's so many more seeds. Okay. Are we gonna go for more pumpkins and watermelons, or we'll go for something different? What else can we grow in fall? We could do some flowers, rice, cactuses. Um. Oh wait, no. If we do more cotton, I know it's winter. Say if we did more cotton, then we can get the wool empire going again. Eggplants, taro root, garlic. Beets is the obvious one, but I'm just gonna do more pumpkins. How much of the underwater? So I've completed like the first storyline underwater. I technically have a quest where they are coming on land. I just haven't done it yet. So, fairly far. We are in year 4 of game. We're in fall of year 4. So, we've done a fair amount. We've got 3 things left on our shrines, which are... Bonk. We have those 3 fish are the only things left. And then we have completed every shrine in the temple. So, almost there. And then it's a case of artifacts and gems
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
and fossils. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate Leaf. More pumpkins. Yes. All of the pumpkins. Hi, Becky! I might switch to watermelon now. I'm making a stripy field for some bizarre reason, but it's happened. We'll roll with it. Has the goddess talked to me about anything else? I mean, I have the savannah. Why is this not letting me place anything? Did I already put a seed there? Maybe. We've only just hit town rank A, though. So, we might not have, like, unlocked everything, in that sense. Can you ask a potentially silly question? You just did. Yeah, obviously. Shoot, hit me up. What we asking? Uh, why do we have 2 wood? We do. Yeah. No, that's, the to-do list is a scene. I've done that myself. So I can make it disappear. And put whatever I want on it. So it could be game related, it could be life related, um, any of that good stuff. It would be cool if it was a game mechanic, but no, I've just shoved it in a corner and hoped. Hey Tips! You decided to join us. Have you also just awoken? Because it's nearly dinner time. Right. Moo. How are we doing? So, one of the trophies, because I want to get the platinum trophy for this on PlayStation, which is what I'm playing on. And one of the trophies is to ship 1,000 of a animal product. So we've been hoarding milk. Can we see the baby? You can. Let me. She's come to steal my warmth. She's woken up and clearly realized I was no longer in bed for the past however many hours. So she's come to steal my warmth. Here's the baby. My child. She hates being picked up, so she's so mad at me right now. It's the tiny baby. It's the little one. I wouldn't be picking the other one up this easily. I can go grab him if everyone wants to see him. He's somewhere causing mischief. He's probably chewing a wrapper of some form. She is very eepy. She even has a little eye booger because she's been eepy. Your land shark is wearing her sweater. Oh, these wouldn't be caught dead in a sweater. But she's come. We want to see the giant cat. We want to see the big boy. Okay, let me go get big boy. Bear with me. I have to untether myself from my desk. She's gonna get real mad because I'm standing up and she's on my knee, and she'll be like, "Where are you going?" My hot water bottle, by the way, guys, it's a frog. Do we like him? This is what I sit with on my knee to keep me warm through streams. He's a frog. Says hi. He's a he's like one of those long hot water bottles that you get. Someone in the village I live in, their kids were like getting rid of all their toys. So they were like donating things to people, and I was like, "Can I have the frog?" And she was like, "You're a grown woman." And I was like, "Can I have the frog?" It was great. But let me go get. I made sure that the game is paused. We're okay. I will go get the, the big boy. One moment, whilst we go track him down. Are you right, Uhtred? Are you running out? Incoming! I got him! This is my baby. He's so mad at me right now. You want to say hi? I know. I'm the worst. Oh, there you go. Bye. He knew what was happening as soon as I walked into the living room. He was like, "Mother," and then he sprinted. He sprinted out, and I was like, "Oh." He is the biggest, most gentle, but most scared thing in the world. I don't understand how he doesn't understand how much power he has inside of him, and he baffles me. But we love him. He's just a giant idiot. Um, he's just, yeah. When we got him, so we knew he was a Maine Coon, and when we got him, he was just about to turn 1. So we've had him for 3 years now. Um, we knew he was gonna get slightly bigger, but like, so law drop. I didn't. we we'd lost our first cat, my black and white cat that was called Leo, and naturally I was distraught. But also Tibby started deteriorating because she was so used to having a second cat with her that she didn't know what to do being a lone cat. So my partner turned around to me and was like, "Look, get another cat, pick another cat, do what you need to do. It's fine. Like, we've had 2 before, just do it." I didn't tell him what a Maine Coon meant. So I was like, "I found our new baby. This is him." He had a different name at this point. Um, and he was like, okay, great. When do we get him? Obviously, in photos, when it's just him, so like when it's a photo of just the cat, he, especially because he was still young at that point, he didn't look that big. Leo was a bigger cat because he was a male cat, so like he was kind of big for our house cat. So basically, Uhtred turned up with his foster mum to be like dropped off because we rescued him, and Scott's words were, "What the fuck have you got?" Because I didn't tell him that it was. I didn't tell him anything about Maine Coons. I just said, like, this is the cute kitten that we're getting. Here we go. So, hee hee hee. It's his own fault. Um, Uhtred, shush. Ow! Yeah. He knows it's dinner time now. Because I've picked him up, he's like, let's go. Food. Um, but yeah, so he's grown since we had him. I'll try and find baby photos of Uhtred and I'll put them in the Discord. Um, but Echo, in response to yours, of course we want to see your baby. If you're not already in the Discord, you can join. Feel free. We have a pet channel. We have like a pet photo channel. We're always sharing cat photos or animal photos in general, but most of us have cats, I think, at this point. Um, but yeah, so that's the story of how I did not forewarn my partner that we were getting a mountain lion as a pet. Also, Scott was slash is allergic to cats, and I chose the biggest, fluffiest cat you can get. It's not a bad allergy. It just makes his asthma marginally worse. And honestly, it doesn't actually affect him because he's like, one, he's at work most of the time. He gets a little bit sniffly if he's been here for like more than 3 days, but like, it's not a bad allergy. So he just vibes with it. And even though he knows he's allergic to them, he still picks them up. He fusses them. He shoves his face in, like, in them and in their fur. So I'm just like, at this point, crack on. You're fine. As a baby, Uhtred was basically like a normal cat. Well, no, when we got him, so his birthday is the 1st of December. So when we got him, which was this time last year, if, well, not this time last year, this time 3 years ago, um, he was, he was probably still bigger than an average cat, but like, he was still like cat sized. Whereas, now obviously, because they grow technically till they're about 5, so he's just coming up to being 5. Yeah, you're not a pet owner if you don't like inhale your pet. It's just it's rite of passage at this point. Your primary was like, you're allergic to cats. Why did you get a cat? Yeah, honestly, like so when Scott moans, I'm like, well, take an antihistamine, and he's like, no, and I'm like, well, shut up then, because like he knew. So me and my partner met on Tinder, and one of my photos was me holding my 2 cats. Not Uhtred, the other cat. I couldn't hold him with one arm. Um, so he knew full well when he first started thinking of me as a human being, that I owned 2 cats and that came as a package. He chose this life knowing he's allergic to them. So at this point, not my problem. Like fully not my problem. And he adores them. Like we joke, it's a good job we don't want kids because he is way too soft on the cats. If Uhtred is like climbing on things he shouldn't be, Scott will like stop telling him off. If Uhtred like meows back at him, which Uhtred does, he will chat back to you. So you'll be like, "Get down," and he's like, "Meow." Um, and Scott will just be like, "Okay, whatever. He's too cute. I can't tell him off." And I'm just like, you have to discipline them. Like, come on. And he's just like, "No, too cute." And I'm like, ugh. God. Um, yeah, Uhtred pretty much is a kid. We joke that he's a toddler with fur because he is as much work as a human toddler would be. I fear I chose this for myself, and I didn't regret it. I love him dearly, but there are some days when I'm overstimulated and oh my god, is a Maine Coon not what you need when you have ADHD and autism and you're overstimulated? Because he doesn't shut up. And I'm just lying there like, oh my god, be quiet. I do not need your constant. And I'm just like, I'm gonna kill him. I need a new fur rug. But no, I love him. One of the At the top of Chewie's head was one of your favorite scents. You just aggressively sniff his head. Honestly, I get it. Genuinely, I I get it. I think there's a term for it. Like there's a certain pheromone or there's a certain something which is like it scientifically like endorphins make us happy. Good sniffs. So I 100% get that. Let me finish this day in Coral Island so I don't forget to save. Because we know I will. Um, but obviously we can yap whilst we collect milk. Although, do we think the different sizes are gonna count? Will it still count towards like 1,000 milk if it's just milk, or is it gonna be we need 1,000 large milk? I really hope all milk counts. I really, I really don't want to have to collect that much. Your neighbour just rang your doorbell and looked. You looked at the camera footage. It's just your in-laws' cat. The cat is delivering you a human. I brought you friends. Here you go. Yeah, Tibby would befriend a burglar. Like, 10,000%. Uhtred would run in the opposite direction, even though realistically he could probably deter a burglar. But Tibby, nope. All you have to do is look at her. If you make eye contact, that's it. You're done for. She's a little whore, for better words. It don't care where she's getting pets from. If she's getting pets, she's happy. Sign her up. She's terrible, truly. She genuinely like she. The funniest thing is as well is she prefers men. Like she 100% prefers dudes. Um, like she just yeah. She's a nightmare. We love her, but she's a nightmare. Um, Considering she was supposed to be semi-feral when we first rescued her. Well, when I first rescued her. Uh, and now she just will not leave human beings alone. She's hilarious. Miles naps on the patio most of the days. Fair. My old cat Leo he knew the noise of my motorbike when I had my motorbike, and he used to like run up and like greet me in the road, like as I pulled onto the driveway. And that was one a nightmare because I was like, you are getting so in the way. I'm trying to park my bike and you're just like, hi. Um, but yeah, he made friends with the neighbors' kids. He used to sneak into the neighbors that lived over the road's house because their water heater thing was underneath their stairs, so they had a certain step in their house that was warmer than like most. So he used to get dropped off about 10 p.m. at night so that they could go to sleep, so they could go to bed. They'd like bring him back, like, yeah, he's had his play date. Here you go, have the cat back. um, we offered to obviously like keep him inside so that he wasn't getting in the house and stuff, but they loved him. And they actually, it was lucky that they loved him because when my ex tried to get rid of him, that's a whole other story. But when my ex tried to get rid of him, they actually fostered him for a little while until I could get him back. So very lucky that he made friends with everybody because it saved him. So lesson learned: let your cats make friends with people. It's sometimes useful. Eris loves women. Is cautious around men. It depends on the person. Fair. Miles almost came with you to your appointment on Thursday because you opened the back seat. Oh no. He was in the car. He was like, I'm coming on an adventure. Where are we going? Where are we off to? We need to check actually. What do we need to catch this season? What in the world is you? Sockeye salmon, right? Okay. He loves car rides. That's cute. A giant mud skipper. I want one. A giant sea bass. Is that one of the ones on the list? It is. Hmm. Where are you? Forest Ocean. Let's see if we can get a giant sea bass. First day of the season. Do we have any bait? We have 28. I'll do. Come on, giant sea bass. You're one of the ones we need. Manifest. We get this fish before we finish stream. Considering it is one we need for the shrines. I think he's going to be a nightmare to try and catch. This is definitely not him. You can normally tell by how, like, aggressive they are on the line. Like, I knew immediately when it was the great white shark. So. Your holiday cards already came? What? They came so fast. I love that. You'll be proud of me as well. So, obviously, like a month long unmedicated for my ADHD, I actually posted the shoes I sold yesterday today. I didn't forget. I didn't procrastinate it. I just posted the shoes. And I'm very proud of myself. Very proud. Is it mainly because I want the money so I can buy another pair of shoes? Yes. But, you know. Eris was a rescue. Thankfully, your godmother got her before the old owner drowned her. And, yeah. All of my cats have been rescues. Tibby was off, Facebook. Her owner was going into a care home. Leo, who was my first cat, he was from a charity that we have over here in the UK called Cats Protection. And Uhtred was actually from Cats Protection too. So I've always rescued my pets. When I was growing up, we always had dogs, and they were always rescues, so I just kind of learned by example. Um, Plus, because of the breed that Uhtred is, being a Maine Coon, he should have been like in the thousands of pounds to get as a pet. But we only paid like 150 quid because he was a rescue. So loads of people, when we tell them we have a Maine Coon, loads of people presume that we're like loaded because like they're an expensive like designer breed. And I'm like, no. I just sent an email that apparently worked, and we got picked to be the person that. Oh no, we lost the fish. We got picked to be the person that rescues him. So Jade was a rescue. They found her mama pregnant, and she had her kittens in the foster care. Aww. Right, I need to lock in and get this fish. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. Ah, come here. Oh, we got two as well. Yeah. Because we have to go give one to the shrine and then one to the museum. Winner! Got another one to tick off. I'll tick him off the list in a second once I've donated him. Just because if I tick him off the list before I've done it, I guarantee I'll somehow... It'll be the wrong one. The last of the rare fish. We unlocked a fish pond. We already have a fish pond. I don't want another one. Thank you, though. I guess. Yay. Hmm. Right, let me tick this off. Slowly. Slowly. Getting there. Right, he's ticked. He's done. So we have only a yellowfin tuna and the arowana thing. That's it. For the shrines. Museum-wise is a different story. I think we still have a lot more to do. Where are we? Fish. Oh, I see that. We only have one shark to get. And then we have 7 fish. So we're not actually that far off. Oh. We're getting there. The main issue is the ocean critters, because we haven't been swimming around. And fossils. And realistically insects. Everything else we're like quite close with. Like gems, we're like one off, really, on everything. Artifacts, we're not that far away now. Yeah. But then again, we did only start actually paying attention to this, like, recently. So, in theory, we're doing quite well. Just to convince myself, we're doing great. I'm doing great, honey. Doing just fine. You've got all the gems and vintage artifacts. Nice. I don't think I'm far off, to be honest. We're nearly there. I want to put the mushrooms in here. We have this with the fish pond, don't we? We may as well just bonk. Here we go. Sure. For some reason, we're breeding octopus and snails. I honestly don't know why. We just got given the ponds, and I just had them in my inventory, so we were like, yeah, cool. That's what lives there now. It'd just be how it goes. Right. Let's save and exit. Wait, we got a heart with the onion. Perfect. Friendship with onion. Just what we wanted. Right. How did I meet them? The onion? The onion was a gift from someone in game. Um, I can fully tell you if you want me to, but I don't typically spoil things. I honestly wasn't trying to get the onion, it just happened. So right, we saved the game. Just save the person. So we actually got it from the goddess. We were gifted it. I don't remember what for, but I don't know. It happened. We got given a plant. The plant grew. We got an onion for a friend. I don't actually think it's an onion. I think it's supposed to be like a flower bulb, but to me it looks like an onion, so I just keep calling him that. Basically, feels bad. We keep calling him an onion, but it's what he resembles to me. So I don't know. Radio, we are gonna wrap up stream here because we wouldn't have normally streamed today, but I was lonely and bored, so you all got to have my face on the internet. You're welcome. Do we want to see who we've got for a raid? Becky, are you streaming today? Here, I don't remember. Um, wait, where's my button? There it is. I couldn't find the button to like look at who is around to raid. Found it. We got there. Pro streamer, I promise. Oh, no way! It is a streamer friend of mine's 5-year streaming anniversary. Holy shit. That's a long ass time. Right, we're gonna go raid Britta's. She is an absolute angel. We love her dearly. And it's her 5-year stream anniversary. How insane is that? No way. We can only dream of getting to our 5-year stream anniversary. We get 1 year in January, so like we're on the way. We're on the way there. But thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it was unusual for me to be on stream, so I appreciate you guys popping in. As always, you don't have to hang around. You don't want to. Feel free to carry on about your day. But have a good weekend. Look after yourselves. Grab a drink and a snack. All of that good stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go over and say hello to Britta's and then probably fall asleep in all honesty. So I shall see you all soon. We'll be back as normal on Tuesday. But obviously updates in the Discord as always if we need to. But yeah, have a good rest of the day.